this, and you're going to disagree with the bill, and I'm going to say the bill is maybe a good idea, and Mr. Sohi is going to say we need support for a net zero economy, and Megan Seagrave is going to say we believe in a net zero economy, and there are jobs here, and we're going to create jobs for a net zero economy. It sounds to me like you've just said initially it's ambitious, but I believe in it, but now you don't believe in it. So okay, so Ms. Seagrave, I want to move to you. Ms. Seagrave, you believe in a net zero economy. Are there jobs in a net zero economy?
Do I not have a chance to answer that?
Yeah, Mr. Smith, I'll just let Mr. Bewick, because I'll give you 30 seconds to respond, and then we'll go to Madame Seagrave, and that's going to be it.
While we go back and forth raising cost immensely and reducing our production and reducing our international clout, China and other countries are laughing at us, and they have no intention to pursue this. So if you don't want to be the ones that are producing the energy that the developing world needs to get to our level of standard of living, then we don't agree. You're right.
Yeah, well, it's a disagreement around net zero. Like, you functionally don't believe in a net zero by 2050 economy, and I do, and that's like,
for the world.
That's a
no.
fair
That's laughable for the world. Yes,
that's the answer I wanted. Thanks very much. And Ms. Seagrave, do you believe in this in a net zero economy by 2050?
I do.
Me too. Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, MP Erskine Smith. Je passerai maintenant la parole à Monsieur Lemire pour.
Mr. Lemire, you now have the floor for 6 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. My first question is for Mr. Bewick. You referred to the independent feelings of Albertans. What would that result in if Alberta voted 100% favor of these treaties of taxes and reinvested, take all its taxes and reinvested? What would your society look like if that were to happen?
I'm sorry, I missed the very beginning part of the translation there.
You said you referred to the independent feelings of Albertans. How would you build a society then if it were independent? What would be the priorities?
We are a proudly Canadian organization, but I'm merely sharing the sentiment that is real here in Alberta, and so I'm not going to speculate on what a sovereign Alberta would look like.
Do you feel that there is frustration in the fact that decisions are made based on the greater region of Toronto rather than on rural regions?
There is certainly the case that Alberta is underrepresented in the House of Commons, and it is difficult to have only 11% of the seats, but sometimes far more than 11% of the. We're expected to bear much more than 11% of the cost for some of these national initiatives. Yes, that's very frustrating.
And if you were a member of the government, what would you do to ensure